Let's transition to somebody living abroad. How does that change their tax situation? So, I'm in Michigan right now, but we met in Medellin, Colombia. I lived there for a while. I live in a handful of different countries. And so, how does somebody's tax situation change if they're an American not living in the U.S.?
Yeah, I mean, so if you're a U.S. citizen, the one thing is no matter where you live in the world, you have to file your U.S. income taxes. And so what that comes down to is one, again, having to file, but then two, what are the benefits of moving outside the United States? So again, there's a foreign income exclusion, right, which means you get the $108,000 sort of tax-free from U.S. income tax. You still might have to pay Social Security and Medicare, but at least the income tax.
How does that work essentially? So essentially, if I made $85,000, I would not pay federal taxes on that amount of money if I lived abroad?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so up to the 108,000 essentially you wouldn't pay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And what constitutes living abroad? If you're a nomad and you're sort of constantly perpetually traveling, then you can only spend 35 days in the United States in a 365-day period, right? So, let's say somebody moves abroad, July 1st of 2022, fast forward July 1st of 2023, and if they're outside the U.S. or they're in the U.S. for under 35 days, then we could do sort of a pro rata sort of calculation. So half of 2022 and half of 2023, they're outside, and again they would qualify for that foreign income exclusion, so that $108,000 would be tax free.
So it'd be 50-some thousand,
Exactly.
54,000
Correct.
in 2022 and 54,000 in 2023 that they wouldn't pay the federal income tax on.
Right.
And then so how much money are we talking about? I don't know if there's an easy example of if it were somebody that made $100,000 as a round number, spent the entire year abroad, what would that look like in terms of federal taxes? Just so someone has kind of like a number in terms of what
You're looking at
potential tax savings is.
20 to 25,000 on the federal side, and then again the state side it might be upwards of 10,000.
Another 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they could essentially save $35,000 in taxes potentially if they were making $100,000 and lived outside the U.S. versus inside the U.S.
Exactly, and then obviously you have the cost of living, etc. That could also be an adjustment. I mean, I think it's for me personally, and this is obviously what happened when I moved abroad was it saved me so much money on taxes. I ended up being able to invest that money in my business and grow my business, and then of course just I think the experience of living abroad is so valuable to get outside of your comfort zone, learn a new language, and just meet other travelers and other people that are on the same journey. I think is awesome.
If you like watching this video, you should definitely watch this video up above where we talk about living the life of a digital nomad. Also, if you want to watch the entire interview with Vincenzo, you can do that down below. Hope to see you in another video. Bye-bye.